Good evening!
Hello.
Should we turn our volume down?
No.
It's a bit loud for us.
Okay. You did just go, good evening!
Oh, don't start.
You just started the 10 seconds in. No.
I've had a bit of a hassle, haven't I? Rushing up with a jug of water, tripped halfway up the stairs, and half the water went all over the stairs. So yeah, a bit flustered.
You've got a lot of space on your side.
I'm just going to move over a little bit.
Crowding. What's happening, people?
Fran's asking if you're feeling much better.
No, she's feeling much better.
Oh, Fran's feeling much better.
Which is why I've liked it.
Oh, I see. I came in late. So how have we all been? What have we all been up to? I've had a very busy day on various things. We are returning a long overdue feature tonight. Mark's rant. But tonight it's going to be Mark and Alex's rant. Some of you will probably guess what I'm going to rant about, but we'll do that a bit later. Thank you, Carrie, for saying love the t-shirt. Shall I get up a little bit? We'll do the small box later.
I'm not doing
Oh, you're just setting it up. Oh, I see. So there's the t-shirt on the front. Then on the back, I can't see. You'll have to tell me where I need to go.
That's about it. Yeah, that'll do. Oh. There you go. Good for fun people not want to be Einsteins. There it is.
That's our new t-shirts. We're going to be designing some for you to buy direct if you would like to. We can't use that because obviously we can't sell something that has got copyrighted lyrics on it.
Indeed.
But other than that, we're doing something similar. From Joan Kaplan. Good evening, guys. Can you wish Mike a very happy belated 60th birthday for yesterday, please? Yeah, we definitely would like to wish you a very happy 60th birthday. We've got a round we have never ever done before with you guys. We've done it in the pub quizzes, but we've never done it as a virtual round.
How do I moderate my own bloody Twitch stream? How annoying.
Alex is trying to get rid of someone, saying, do you want to be famous?
There we go.
By joining somebody. Somebody who basically is so desperate to get people to join that they spam other people.
No, I did it now.
That isn't going to work, is it? They're not going to be a good company to work with if they have to spam other companies to get you not knowing about them.
Hi guys, hope you're doing good. We're doing very well, Martin. Thank you very much.
Very good. My voice is slightly going.
As always.
Because I had a nightmare quiz with screens not working and I had a mad dash home last night with a pub full of really noisy students. I had to shout over them. Completely lost my voice by the end of it. Great fun though, but really bonkers.
Thank you, Carrie, for sharing us on your Facebook stream. Thank you.
Yeah, the sharing and the liking really does help us. It really pushes up the algorithms, especially as we don't have the massive numbers that we used to have. So please do.
It was pretty well. No, we were slightly down on Thursday.
Yeah, it was the week before that you were massive.
Yeah, the week before that we had 90 people playing. But yeah, slightly down on that one, as to be expected.
Yeah, at the Lewis Road Inn, we can now, when all the screens are working, we can technically get 160 people in there, and we're not far off it.
Last night at the Stirling Arms, we had our charity one again. We were doing it for Extra Time, which is leisure clubs and activities after school stuff for children with disabilities. And we raised over 230 quid for them then, and we had about 70 people playing, which was really nice.
Yeah.
This coming Thursday, we are doing the... It's gone out of my head. What a brain fart. I'll come up with it in a second.
This Thursday, I'm at the Rottingdean Lounge Bar in Rottingdean, just down the coast from Brighton. Just 20 minutes down from Brighton.
The Beacon. Sussex Beacon.
That's next week. At
Stirling, that was it. That's
next Tuesday.
This coming week.
For those of you who are going to the station on Thursday or the Rottingdean Lounge, this week is the week where we're collecting for Sussex homeless. Basic clothing dropping, so anything warm, including clean underwear that you might have feel it's not that great, but it's usable. That is also brilliant. So coats, jumpers, socks, anything warm. Rucksacks help if you've got any old rucksacks that are serviceable, so they can carry stuff. Those are useful as well. So we're doing that. That's at the station tomorrow and at the Rottingdean Lounge Bar. Or you can just basically look for Sussex Homeless Society on Facebook and find your local depot and drop stuff off with them.
They have a pop-up every Sunday afternoon at the Clock Tower. So you can go down there and you can even help them out. They are accepting volunteers to give out food, advice, help people, offer them underclothes and things like that. So yeah.
The way I look at it from the homeless point of view is nobody sets out in life to be homeless. It's just purely circumstances. Whatever those circumstances are, it's just circumstances that make you homeless. You don't initially choose it. It's not something that you've asked for. It's just one of those things that life kicks you with. Anyway, let's get a bit more lighter.
Yes.
Speaking of lighter, we've got some lighter wine tonight. We've had it for over a month, which we couldn't drink because Alex was on his Stoptober. And the wonderful Tom at the station, who plays on here as well, bought us a bottle of Prosecco that we had to have on the Wednesday quiz. So we're finally getting round to it, because we were going to do it previously in November. But basically, for one reason or another, we've just not been online together at the same time.
No.
So now we are back together.
We're finally going to have
and we're fine that we can drink, because I couldn't drink before because I was flying off to the gig, wasn't I? So
yes,
which was rather good. Crystal Tides, check them out. Really good band.
Was it the Old Steen on a Saturday lunchtime? Right, okay. Last I checked on their Facebook, they were at the Clock Tower, but they might be on the Old Steen now. Yeah, thank you, Carrie.
Well, because the Clock Tower has been
being changed over, hasn't it?
Yeah, been renovated.
Yeah, that is true.
I'm staying for the full duration tonight. Yes, I'm not shooting off anywhere. On the 10th of December, I'm flying all the way over to St Leonard's on the south coast. My new favourite find of a band, Dits, are playing there. If you like your music experimental, punky, they are definitely worth a follow. I absolutely love their music. Oh, we've had a donation. Who was that from, Alex?
I don't know. I just saw the donation come up.
Let me have a look on my phone. It's from the O'Shea group.
Thank you very much. Back from a few days in Cornwall to join the quiz tonight, says Caroline.
Ooh.
Well, hello. Welcome back. Did you have a good time?
Yes. I heard a joke about Cornwall this week, but I can't remember it. Oh, no, it looks like we've had more. Let me check. Yes, we had more. Thanks, guys. XX from the kitchens. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Come on, redirect me then. Stop messing around.
Alex is having tech problems. Get ready for the meltdown, folks. It started when Facebook wouldn't launch. Look at his face. Watch it melt. Hey, he's
Jesus Christ. Oh, come on.
I'm almost crying with this. We've only got 50 seconds left of it. He's not a happy bunny, is he? Oh, he's giving it up completely. Evening, gentlemen, says Linda over on YouTube.
Hello, hello.
The last one on the Thursday is going to be on the 9th, the Christmas special. Are you doing deposits up there?
Yes.
You can book it with all of our Christmas quizzes because they are so big. Because we throw the boat out with it, each one, there is a 20 quid team deposit. If it's less than 20 quid that you need to spend for your team entry, you get the money back. But it's just to make sure we don't get any no-shows. The railway at Port Slade literally sold out in 20 minutes.
Indeed.
And that was 3-4 weeks ago now.
I think we've actually we're all out of place at the station now as well.
You're out of places there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hello, Jackie. Shut up. Stupid phone. Have you done this? I didn't do it.
I did it.
Right. Good evening, Amy Joe. Welcome back. I have not seen you in a coon's age.
Oh, what age?
A coon's age is an old American saying. Thank you, Caroline. Right, let's start with the intro then. We'll see you back here in a second. See you in a minute.
To play, don't you know? We won't go straight to the floor. Smashing the glass and then a stupid argument. Something they said and because he didn't like it. Even though knows you, doesn't care cause he's barely even sober, doesn't know what you're doing, what you're saying, something's brewing in the air, you can feel it tonight, you're not alright, cause when he's broken and bleeding, he speaks without speaking, he says he'll fight to defeat them. Takes it to the street end until he's broken and bleeding. I speak, but I'm speechless. It happens every weekend. Happens every weekend. 'Cause we like to play, don't you know? We won't go straight to the floor.
Our thanks to Rats, who've got a brand new single out called Patsy Decline that people are loving. So do check it out on Spotify.
On Spotify?
On Spotify.
Yes. Right then.
We're on the tee to start with. Because it was so good last time, we're doing it again, and it is so good.
As always, you can donate at paypal.me/quiz. Actually, all your donations are much appreciated. Thank you very much. Okay. Bam. Bubble back to that.
Right. So what we're going to?
Round one, probably.
Round one.
For November's brain taxing. Thank you very much. Can't see what your name is, though, on there for some reason.
Let's see if I can get it in full.
I mean, I've got the PayPal up here as well. I should be able to do it on mine, shouldn't I? Really? Even though it's taking so long to do anything.
It's from Joan.
It's from Joan. Thank you, Joan.
Thank you, Joan.
And the Rubber Ducks as well. Thank you for your donation. Right, so round number one, eels.
I have no idea about that.
I don't know. Myths and legends. Let's see how many things Mark can get wrong in this
all right.
set of questions.
I have to be able to speak first.
Right then. On the tea, you crazy people, says Danny. We've got Tommy's Prosecco to have in a bit.
Yeah.
We've got to have our tea first. Right, what do you want?
I'll do odds.
Right then.
What has the body of a lion and the head of a human? Something quiet. We've got no music, that's why.
There you go.
I don't think it wasn't that song you were playing earlier. It was awful. It was really awful.
You heard about.
I know it's free.
You heard about 4 seconds of it before you walked off, muttering to yourself.
It was that bad. It was really
Jesus.
that bad.
Right then, you can write an entire album's worth of music we can play for free. Then go on.
I don't mind that most of it's just ambient music, but that was just dire.
Danny Dyer.
Whoa!
Number 2. What U is the Roman name for Odysseus?
I'd rather listen to James Blunt.
Come on now.
Even your grandma. While Strictly's on, me and my mum, Alex's grandma, we text each other about it as it's going on. And when James Blunt was on playing the piano, she's messaged me, "Who's this guy on the piano? He can't sing." Which I thought was hilarious.
Watch you lovely lot, says Joe. And Olaf from Tracy and Charlie Kitchen in Southern Spain in Malaga. Sorry we're a bit late. We've just been watching Dune, which was awesome. I need to go and see Dune. I put off seeing it because I didn't think they were making a sequel, but then they announced the sequel. I was like, right, I'll watch it now.
I've still got to see Bond.
Well, that's not in the cinema anymore.
Is it gone now? You sure? I thought they might put it on one screen in the multiplexes. I shall have a look.
Have a look.
I'll have a look. I might go Saturday. After my haircut. I've got an haircut on Friday. Question 3. Who is the Roman god of love? You doing a check for me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you.
I said well, Brighton.
Which is Cineworld, the one by the marina?
Yeah, well, you had a thingy past to as well. 12:15.
It's on and Odeon as well.
Yeah, Cineworld's better.
Why?
Just is. It's more comfortable. The chairs are nicer.
All right. Other cinemas are available.
You can rent Bond on Amazon Prime. Yeah, but Bond at the cinema, it's got to be done, hasn't it?
Yeah, you want the full cinema experience for Bond.
Number 4, according to tradition, what profession are leprechauns? And if you say the other quiz master, I'm going to hit you.
It was in my mind. I was going to throw it in as a...
Well, I'll hit you then.
See? Violence. That's all I get now. Violence.
You'll be getting no pot of gold, you'll get a punch in the face.
See? Violence. And he used to say I was the violent one. It's me hiding the spertum now.
Round 2 is on space. Oh, you are absolute stars, says Christopher Reese. The angry short one of Quizzacti, says Danny. Whatevs.
Question 5. In Greek mythology, which creature was part human, part horse?
We've had lots of these. We've had another one of these so far, haven't we?
I think we've got a further one coming up. No, we haven't. Right, for this next question that Alex is going to do, the Scottish contingent, if you get this wrong, you're going to lose 2 points. That's all I'm saying.
If they're even here.
That's if they're here. Yeah, Scottish contingent, are you here?
Not seen you in a long time.
I'm going to pop the cork. Might be a bit loud.
Well, why do you wait till we finish the tea? Or have you finished your tea?
I finished my tea.
Oh, Jesus.
Have you got tons left? Jesus Christ, shall I make myself another?
No,
in the recap?
No, that's fine. I'll just drink that. Alright, question number 6.
I'll fight my way into this now.
Dune 2 will be more of a continuation than a sequel, I think. That's what I assumed, but then, that's even less of a chance to see it, isn't it? If you've got one movie and the rest of the story is not going to be until another movie and they cancel that movie, what's the point in seeing the first movie? You know?
Moving swiftly on.
Number 6. Which bee is a fictional Scottish village which is said to only appear one day every 100 years? Oh, look at that. You forgot to get rid of the... Look at that. It's all behind my head.
Well, duck.
You bloody duck. Why do you do it proper?
It's because you've got the pan wrong. Normally you're a lot lower than that. You're just trying to make yourself bigger.
There is absolutely no chance that I've gone there.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. Doesn't he, everybody? Isn't it the little short one normally low enough for that to be seen?
If that was the case, the top of your head would be cut off, you Burke.
No, because you pan it down, we're both a bit higher up than we normally are. It's true.
Hello, Sarah. Hey up, SB, says Charlie.
Our Christmas special for the virtual quiz, we're going back to the Monday. It's going to be Monday the 13th. And if a certain person is not working and is okay, we might try to persuade her to be co-host again.
And it's December the 13th.
December the 13th. Depends if you can manage it, my dear.
Good evening, the squabbling is back, says Bev. It never left.
Oh, speaking of good films, good TV programmes. No, I'm going to let you do that.
Oh, for God's sake.
No, I'm just going to mess it up. Oh, that's all right. Good TV programmes. Wheel of Time is faithful to the books. It is really good. 3 episodes are out so far. The 4th one is out tomorrow.
Had a glowing review from Mr. Kitching as well.
Yes, and I think he'd read the book as well.
I haven't read the book, so I just like the series for what it is. We're going to press the mute button for a sec.
You missed the pop.
Goes the weasel. Pop goes the Vin Diesel. I'm not working that evening. I'll co-host, says Danny. I'm not letting you in our house. Get out of it. There isn't one. There isn't one.
We got rid of the tumbleweed sound.
There's never been a tumbleweed.
Yeah.
Right, let's move on because we're just dilly-dallying here. Come on.
Question number... I'm getting my vino, aren't I?
Get on with it.
Question number 7. Shut up. Question 7. Which planet in the solar system is named after the Roman messenger to the gods?
Linda watched the 3rd episode today. Can't wait for the next one. It looks good. We need to start Foundation and Star Trek Discovery's out.
Oh, Discovery. Oh, we'll have to watch that. Maybe watch that tonight. If it's out. Yeah, it's at the moment I've got this little tiny idea of what it's all about. It really expands and the plot twists in ways you don't think it's going to go, which is really good.
Francis, guess what? What?
Correct.
Bag of snot. Guess where? In your hair. Right, we've also... donation from Jackie for my 2 favourite guys. Thank you very much. Martine, thanks for all your hard work as well. Thank you very much, Martine and Jackie, for your donations.
Yes.
Much appreciated.
Yes, we've got something like 5 weeks where we won't be working in the pubs, which is a bit tricky. Question number 8 for Alex. Get off. Well, don't put it on my side then.
Well, I had to because I had to open a bottle for you. Number 8, in Greek mythology, who fell in love with his own reflection? It's not Mark, don't worry.
Well, at least I've got a reflection that's possible to fall in love with.
What are you saying, Mike? I'm a vampire?
No, just not pretty.
Never said I was. Danny says I'm adorable. He says he's adorable. I'm not adorable, apparently. Way to kick a guy when he's down, Danny. Thank you very much. He calls me ugly and you can tell me I'm not adorable.
Question 9. Was Lamray King Arthur's horse, his faithful hound, or the sword that he had before Excalibur?
And you can't be faulting that now. There's absolutely no chance that I was that low. You've ruined it. There we go. I've had to take us out. Because you didn't do it right.
It's a lot prettier now you've gone off the screen. Look at that face.
There you go. Fits perfect, doesn't it? Get off me.
Yeah, it does now.
And now, right, number 10. I'll just move myself.
No, number 10 will work.
Number 10. On the side of which hill was the Garden of Gethsemane? On the side of which hill was the Garden of Gethsemane?
Oh, I just see your guardian angels putting comments up. Leave him alone, Mark, says Fran.
Thanks, Fran.
Oh.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Bob.
Hi, guys. Just logged back in. We'll catch up in the recap. Hi, Yolanda. It's been a while, I think, hasn't it?
If any of you do want to come down for our Christmas specials, the first week of December, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Monday, I'm not sure I can fit anybody else in, even if I tried. If you really want to, let me know, but it's going to be hit and miss whether I can do it. Tuesdays, we've got 2 that you can go to, and Thursdays, we've got 2 that you can go to. But do let us know.
Not for the Christmas one.
Oh, and you can
Thursday.
you? I can do a Thursday one at the Rottingdean Lounge Bar.
So much here that I know that I've heard of, but so hard to remember the name, says Martine.
Oh, we should do that just after them, after this marathon question, Fran.
Which I've got no idea what it is.
So we've got 2 questions for you. Question number 1 is, which is the only day of a week that has an anagram? You can get 1 point for the right day, so you could at least have a guess, and then a second point if you tell me what that anagram is.
Francis coming down 9th December. No, we're fully booked, Fran. No one can come down. We've got teams on reserve. You're welcome to call up and be in the reserve list.
And your second question, for half a point each, name the last 4 Olympic host venues. So the last 4 cities. So the only day of the week that has an anagram, point for the day of the week. So you've got a 1 in 7 chance of getting that right. And then give me the anagram. You can have a second point. And then the last 4 host cities. So onto those felt balls.
Felt ball time. Oh.
Have you changed the picture?
Yep. Felt ball time.
Felt balls. Just to thank Tommy even further, I literally filled one of these glasses with the tiny balls. Not reaching over, just under the rim. So I filled it, a Prosecco glass with the tiny balls. That's how much we've added. Clarify the 2 marathon questions. Which is the only day of the week that has an anagram? And the second one, name the last 4 Olympic host venues. Cities.
I'm there on the 9th. This is a surprise for Alex, says Fran. Right. Without further ado,
it's time for the recap.
That's a nice fun.
Yeah, the What's It one didn't look too good, so...
Oh, that's good fun, though.
And there is a donation. Shall we move that slightly to the left?
If we must.
I think we should. Perfect. So what have you all been up to? What have you all got planned? How much of Christmas have you bought in already? I've already got the turkey in.
494 for the redheads. Of course I can.
Because turkeys are going to be very, very short. They're only producing a third of what they normally produce this year. And that's because, because they're growing currently.
What?
The turkeys. They have to set the Christmas turkeys, they have to start them at a certain so many weeks before Christmas.
Right.
But they've only actually, because they're worried about them going to slaughterhouses and all that sort of stuff and meat processing, they're worried that they wouldn't be able to actually sell them on. So they've only done a third of the number that they normally create for Christmas.
Yeah. Nerdy Amy says, I actually think I know 2 of the venues, not just the cities.
Ooh.
Turkeys are normally short, they're not tall birds, says Danny. Didn't think you like birds, says Kim.
Shocking. I don't come here to be abused. Not unless you pay me more.
Is that masochist or a sadist?
Do you know the difference between a masochist and a sadist? The masochist says, hurts me, beats me, pull me to shreds, make me cry, make me want to die. And the sadist looks on and goes, no.
We always have a big chicken and gammon joint for Christmases, Joe. And they get really high. Yeah.
I told some of the students my sickest ever joke, and they said they were scarred for life. But they laughed. It is quite sick.
You're sick. I haven't done a Zoom this week, guys. Just because the round 3 took me a bit longer than I thought it would do.
Yeah, we were a bit rushed because we had various other things going on today as well that we had to deal with. So, well, that's a bad shot. Well, it was.
I have got the world's most boring cold as well. I've not got a cough, my voice isn't gone, I've just got a blocked nose and it's really doing my head in. I haven't got any headaches, nothing. It's the most boring cold I've ever had.
And then we're watching TV together, and he doesn't even realise he's doing it, this real heavy breathing sound through his nose. It's really weird. It's like something off a sci-fi series.
No Zoom, no, says Fran. I know, no Zoom this week.
Charlie says, Zoom, was it an eye?
Yeah, it was an eye. You would have got the point.
Sarah hasn't given any Sarah points away so far tonight.
She hasn't. Thank you, Joe, for sharing us on your Facebook, by the way, just in the notification. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Always is, says Sarah. The Clouds have given us a donation. Thank you very much. Good evening, all, they have said.
Good evening, all.
Good evening, all. Right then, I think that's enough of a recap, isn't it?
I think that's long enough for a recap.
Right, okay.
Because we've got. I want to get to the round 3 because that's fun. We've not done it with you guys before.
No.
Only in the quizzes.
Right then.
Right. It's time for the answers then.
The answers.
Myths and legends. The answers. It was automatic.
Oh well. Sarah, can I get 5 for not being well last week, says Fran. Apologies, I neglected to punctuate. It says a large chook accompanied by a glazed gammon joint. All the trimmings include bread sauce. I love bread sauce. Oh. No, you don't get it in very many places.
Bread sauce is great for when you do cauliflower cheese. So I use a cheese sauce and a bread sauce, and the bread sauce helps it really stick to the cauliflower. Top tip there for you, for free. And if you think that's a really good top tip, you could give me a £1 donation extra. How about that?
Go on with your answer.
All right. Just £1 at a fan. Can't say how many. The body of a lion, the head of a human is, of course, the Sphinx.
The Sphinx. Right, number 2. The Roman name for Odysseus, he was Ulysses. Ulysses.
The Roman god of love is, of course, Cupid.
Cupid. Number 4. According to tradition, what profession are leprechauns? There are cobblers or shoemakers. If you've got anything to do with making shoes, that's fine. If you didn't do it, it's a lot of old cobblers.
Moving swiftly on. Part human, part horse is, of course, a centaur.
It's that joke, isn't it? Can you imagine if there's a centaur and a minotaur had sex and they came out with a human, but it was just both sides but the opposite way, so you're just some guy. So you're just a regular guy. Moving on, number 6. Which bee is a fictional Scottish village that's only said to appear once every 100 years? It is Brigadoon.
Brigadoon. We don't have a Scottish contingent in, have we?
I don't know.
They'd be commenting if they were.
Oh yeah, saying they've been there. Yeah.
Excuse me. The Roman messenger to the gods is, of course, Mercury.
And I think it's Hermes in Greek, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Which is why you have Hermes parcels.
Go to the roads. Number 8. In Greek mythology, who fell in love with his own reflection? It was Narcissus. Narcissus for 8.
Lamprey was King Arthur's horse.
Nay.
Yay.
And finally, number 10. On the side of which hill was the Garden of Gethsemane? It was the Mount of Olives. I bet Jenna would like a Mount of Olives.
Yeah. You know when he told the disciples, I'm just thinking because it was Mount of Olives. You know when he told the disciples that he was going to die, did he also say, "I'll be back"? Olive, I'll be back.
Martin says, "Oh, number 8 makes sense." Yes, we didn't do any Nordic mythology.
We normally do throw a lot of that stuff.
Yeah,
that stuff.
the Scandinavian gods.
The Scandinavian gods.
Right, let us know how many points you got in that round, then, please.
Yes, do let us know how many points we do.
Ooh, we've got 2 middling scores on that one.
Yeah.
Full house the Kitchings, though. I think, yeah, I would have thought the Kitchings were up on their myth and legend.
They're also big followers of Doctor Who as well.
Legend once said that the cricket was once a fun sport. I think I might be drinking too much. My doctor asked me for a sample and it had an olive in it. Hey! That sounds like a Groucho Marx kind of joke. My favourite Groucho Marx one was he going to see a medium once on stage. And she said, "Ask me anything about the afterlife." And he went, "I haven't got a question about the afterlife, but what's the capital of North Dakota?" Right then. 0 plus 35 for bonuses, Fran. If you only got 14. 18 for Norskis.
I do like that. 0 plus 35 for bonus.
Oh dear. Right.
Shall we move on?
Let's do it.
To round number 2.
Well, hopefully
I wonder what in the entirety it could be about.
12 out of 20. Missed Norngud. I don't know what that is. Oh. Norway gods. There you go. Right.
Jackie got a terrible 4. Here we go.
To the moon.
I'm back.
So it is all about space.
Space.
Space. Terrible. 4, said Jackie. Oh. It's not, if one of those rounds, Matt, we actually looked at it and I said to Matt, I think even though we thought it was an easy round, we actually made it even easier.
Yeah.
Than what we actually originally had. Because we noticed there was quite a few hard ones in there.
Mm.
It's one of those, some people do love it and then some people have absolutely no idea.
Yeah, do tell us whether you find it too easy or too hard, or just right. And we've really mixed it up as well.
Yeah. Right then.
Question, I'll let you do evens then for that one.
Okay.
Question number 1. What is the 4th planet in our solar system from the Sun?
I went through so many different fonts for this round until I got that one.
I really like that. It's a nice clean font.
I tried to get a spacey font, but it just got a bit too busy. Also, I absolutely love that circle.
Yes.
It's one of my favourite ones I've ever made. I really like that. Not to toot my own horn, but I really like that one.
Boop, boop.
Indeed. That one. It means Norse gods, but you said it pretty well. Thank you, Martin.
You hit the translation button.
No, I did. I pronounced it. I saw the translation after.
All right, you're having another go at me, the two of you, just because I messed up on the Norwegian pronunciations. You can go off for, you know.
No,
Martin.
just because I saw the original Norrønguda. You probably already seen it, Martin, but there's a show on Netflix called Ragnarok, which is quite good, which is about Thor. It's quite good. It's like a modern thing. It's like he finds out he's the real Thor.
All right, so it's not a DC thing.
No.
Not DC, Marvel rather.
No, yeah, but it's it's nothing to do with the comics.
All right.
Number 2, how is Ursa Major? No. How is Ursa Major? No. We've got the General Nolage and Ursa Major.
There is also the Ursa Minor.
So that's a different thing.
But that's a different thing altogether.
It's a small one.
Bit like you.
Thank you.
So I'm stat major and you're stat minor. Is that what you're trying to say?
Haven't seen it actually, but it's on my list, says Martin. Yes, the second series was a little bit different, but yeah, I liked it.
And if you haven't seen Lucifer, the ending is a great payoff. It really has a great ending to it. But watch it from the start. Because the final series dips into all the way through the whole preceding series, doesn't it, really, with what goes on. Question number 3. We all know who was the first man on the moon, but who was the second?
If you believe that sort of thing.
Don't get me started.
Just as an aside, I definitely believe we landed on the moon. It'd be stupid if you didn't think that. There's too many people it would be a secret for. It would be impossible.
That's why we have conspiracy theories saying the opposite.
Exactly, conspiracy theorists, not real theorists. Shut up, I can see you pondering little gears how you're going to introduce it. You're not. It's not happening. Number 4.
Question 4.
Loving the space cue, says Charlie Grant. Thank you, Charlie. Number 4. Which 2 elements make up 98% of the sun? So for 1 point each, I've got a block nose. Which 2 elements make up 98% of the sun?
Mm.
I'm going to very quickly. Oh, I've pressed the wrong button. Hello! That thing, you know when you get a blocked nose and as soon as you go and blow it, there's nothing there to blow out. It's like, what's blocking you then?
Too much information. Shall we do question 5?
Let's go question 5.
Right, question 5.
Alright, Boris, you get your questions in order.
Forgive me. Forgive me. Peppa Pig. Question number 5. What J is the site of the Nuffield Shut up! You were waiting for that, weren't you? You were really waiting for that.
I don't think you get Nuffield wrong. Jesus, it's not even a hard word.
What J is the site of the Nuffield Radio Astronomy Labs in the UK?
Oh, good God.
Shut up.
Oh.
Leave me alone.
I think your tongue's too big for your mouth. It's good. We haven't done a space round before because there's not a lot of questions you can do which aren't really in-depth niche sort of questions.
Even Daniel Shea liked my topical joke.
He didn't say he liked it. You forgot to put joke in quotes, Danny, by the way.
Not off you.
You off. Leave Alex alone, Mark, says Fran.
Oh, God.
She's going to come through the screen and bop you on the nose. Number 6. Which film title was preceded by the words Star Wars Episode V?
Mm.
Yeah.
So what came...
Did you hear that?
Yes, I think everybody heard that.
That was my wrist. What the heck?
Did you hear that, guys?
Ow. What more puns? Watch this space. That was quite good, Christopher, actually. That was a good one. I like that. Better than calling Alex a joke. Way, says Danny.
Right, should we move on?
I guess so. Ooh. What I did then? Do you know if you press the down button, it takes it to the beginning of the slide?
No.
That's a new one, isn't it?
Mm.
Didn't know that.
Question 7 then. What do we call the large galaxy to which our solar system belongs?
Yeah, so if you press down, it goes to the beginning of the... Okay.
No, it doesn't. Down takes you to the next slide, obviously.
It's up. Up.
Yeah, up and down, obviously, isn't it? It's like preceding and back. It's like dating a child.
Says the guy who can't pronounce Nuffield and can't open a bottle.
Same height as a child, so I suppose so.
Yeah. Do you know what? People who buy children's clothes when they're adults don't pay tax. Joke's on you guys. Don't have to pay tax on clothes.
Inside leg 16 inches.
That's not true. First of all, that is not true. Because people
It's not far off.
26. I'm 5'2" at 26. I've got very small legs and quite a long spine. Number 8.
Too much information.
At least I didn't tell you the other one. NASA's
Professional.
NASA's InSight Woo!
Shut up.
NASA's InSight robotic lander is currently exploring which planet?
NASA's inside leg.
Sorry, how have you only found out that the up and down arrows do? Call yourself professional today. Well, when we host quizzes, we have usually a pointer, so we never really use the keys.
No. It's called if you want to get one for doing this sort of thing, it's called a Kensington, and it's rather good. But don't get the one with the laser. The laser one is useless and doesn't have the range, and the batteries run out far quicker.
But you can pretend that someone's got a sniper trying to aim for the head.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
Swings and roundabouts.
Yeah, if you've got cats, it can be quite fun. Cats love it.
I don't know where I'm putting that glass.
No.
I'm reaching all the way over there. I can't reach that far. Kim says, kids' clothes don't go to that bigger size. I let you know that my official size is husky child. When I got myself measured, I asked the woman what size I am. She went, you're a husky child. 16 large.
Means you're a dog.
Ow!
Question 9. Who presented The Sky at Night for over 50 years? And I think missed only 3 episodes, maybe 4 episodes in the whole of that time.
Yeah, didn't they get really sick for one of them?
Yeah, they almost died.
Yeah, and then they came back the next week like, sorry.
I think it was tuberculosis, and they literally were really... It was like 50-50 whether they'd survive or not. And they came back.
Thank God I know the right remote to get for my job for non-existent quiz, says Danny. You can use it for other things.
Anything that uses presentations, it's really good for it.
Yeah.
When
you're at a school.
Because you can just wander around the room and you can just click it on while you're wandering around the room. You don't have to be by the laptop.
Yeah, because Danny works with special needs kids at school. You might want to use a pointer for your presentations.
Then get the laser one. You can point it at the kids and frighten the hell out of them.
My history teacher used to absolutely love PowerPoint. He was like the coolest guy because he knew how to do all this PowerPoint stuff. And he used to put loads of songs in his explanations of things. For like, we were doing things about the presidency in the 30s, and he started playing REM songs. It was so cool. That's why I got an A-star in history, because I loved it. Number 10.
Shall I give you a top up?
Sure. Number 10.
Thank you, Tommy.
Point for first name, point for surname. Who plays Jim Lovell in the 1995 film Apollo 13? Point for first name, point for surname. Thank you. Fantastic, I can blind my autistic child, says Danny.
That's great. We can take a screenshot of that and we can blackmail.
I love that.
Send it to the school.
You having a bad sensory day? Well, bee! Danny would rather have a laser for the kids, says Kim. Yeah.
Just kill them off. Boom. High-powered, ultra voltage. Boom.
Right.
Shall we go for the marathon round again?
Sure.
Questions need no further explanation than what is the only day of the week that has an anagram, and you get a point for that and a point for knowing the anagram. And then I ask you to name the last 4 Olympic host venues.
And that's the cities, really.
We want the cities, yes.
I could probably name one of the venues.
I can.
The actual name of the stadium.
Oh, can you?
Right. I like that when I press the mute button, you still talk quietly. That makes no difference. You can literally scream.
With my hand on there.
Yeah, well, that's okay. That you might want to do, but you literally go... It's like, just say it. If my school was watching, I was being sarcastic, says Danny. Disclaimer. Right. Whoa!
What?
I pressed the wrong button. I put the zoom in from last week.
All right.
There's nothing there, though. It's just William Shatner. That's it. There he is. Right. Well, this is a Stella round.
Should we put the recap on?
Sure. I doff my recap to you.
Well, I definitely checked that you could fit in this one.
Space.
Plenty of space around us.
It's very good. Very good.
Oh, I thought it was good.
Very good. I'm going to the only place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space.
Tell you what I've been watching. First of all, it was Sapphire and Steel, and now it's Blake 7 running through the series. It's on Forces TV. If you can get it on Virgin. I'm assuming you get it on Sky as well. Forces TV for really old TV series that used to be on in the UK. If you really fancy that.
I need to show people this clip. It's amazing.
Will we get copyright?
I don't think so.
It's only 11 seconds.
Yeah, watch this guy. This is one of the funniest things. It's from a game called Command and Conqueror, where basically they used to hire really famous celebrities to cameo in the game. And Tim Curry played a dictator. And this is the final message he has at the end of the thing. And even he can't take this line seriously. Okay?
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
I love it. Just space. Something me and Sarah quote all the time. Just space.
Did you like what I did with the recap?
Yeah, you did. You put space in there. I think that joke's running a little bit thin now.
Did you fart then?
No, my lip.
Good job, I've got no sense of smell. But I will have shortly.
I'll make sure I get one brewing for you then.
No, because I've been to basically because I've reached that point with my asthma and the chest infection. Had to get tablets. Oh, I've got a second screen. I've got a second marks around, haven't I? On that one. I should do that quickly. So I'm back on the antibiotics and the steroids, and the steroids bring my sense of smell back, which will be perfect for Christmas, actually. It took me 141 callbacks to get through to the doctors. Then I had waiting. They wanted to call me. Normally they do it over the phone, but they called me in. I had a 45-minute wait in the waiting room, and then 10 minutes with the doctor. He turned around and said, "Your time is up. You now have to book a second booking, a second consultation, because I've got no more time for you today. Go." That was halfway through.
Sprouts farts. Well worth it, says Charlie Grant. Love a good sprout fart. When everyone's just knackered at the end of the day, when everyone's just like falling asleep, that end of Christmas thing, and
You just blame it on the dog, though.
then the sprout farts happen. Sublime. Did either of you like Quantum Leap? Absolutely loved Quantum Leap, Jeff.
His age group, not mine. I was at the wrong age when that came up.
Really? Late 80s?
Yeah, I was into other things at the time.
We won't go down that rabbit hole.
No, behave yourself. But yeah.
You heard it here first. Mark was into other thing. That really sucks. Going to the doctors tomorrow. Not looking forward to the wait. How is the healthcare in Norway? Is it bad?
Basically, the healthcare has been deliberately run down so the Americans can take it over and it be privatised.
When was this, said Fran?
That was yesterday.
Yeah. I did see though that our doctor's surgery is for 95,000 people.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. One surgery and there's what, 5
So I wouldn't have minded had he said, "Sorry, we're massively behind. I can only spend this amount of time with you. I'm really sorry about it." But he was so abrupt and so rude about it that it just wasn't on. I'm actually going to write to the practice manager. Oh,
thank you for the Duck Seaford. Thank you very much, Duck Seaford.
Cheers to you.
Yeah,
guys.
rest in peace, Dean Stockwell. I heard some amazing stories about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also wanted his little Ziggy when I was younger. Just that little...
You might need to explain that one.
The AI that helps him find where...
All right, okay. When you've not seen the series and you say you'd like his little Ziggy...
It's a handheld device, it's the AI.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Put a cork in it.
That as well, dirty.
All right, calm down. You're very loud.
Wow.
Was it Trinity, says Fran? No, it's the Wish Park.
Yeah, Wish Park surgery.
pretty good, but it's gone downhill the last 8 years. Not sure if it's just my doctor that's slow or it's coming to wait 30 to 45 minutes every time. Went to Comic Con at the weekend and it was rubbish, says Danny.
All right, I've heard a few people saying it was good.
Wrong button. Didn't mean to do that, but there you go.
I heard that it could have been an American one, though, that John Barrymore was there in his TARDIS dress and high heels.
Would you like to do your...
Yeah, let's go for the soapbox and let's... So a few of you probably know what I'm going to talk about on the soapbox. You know how much I'm involved with protecting grassroots music venues. There is an iconic venue in Manchester, right in Oldham Street, right in the heart of the city. It celebrates its 30th anniversary this year. Someone's moved in during lockdown, and the venue is back up to normal as it used to be. No louder than it ever used to be in the 30 years it's been running. No longer hours than it's ever been in its 30 years of running. But this person who's moved in during lockdown has made a complaint to the council. The council has now given them a noise abatement notice. Now, sneakily, they're saying noise abatement notices do not close venues. That is just a twist. Technically, it doesn't, but it means the venue cannot insulate itself enough to actually concur with the noise abatement notice. So essentially, it does close a venue down. There is a petition. We'll put it up on the link shortly. Alex will find it for you to try and get Manchester City Council to get rid of it. And it's something that's happening across the country. There's been at least 40 of them across the country that people have moved in during lockdown. The venues are now back running because they're legally allowed to. They were stopped by the government. I get the reasons behind it. They were stopped by the government from opening. So that wasn't their fault. But now they're back running. People who've moved in since then are starting to make noise complaints. Now, I reckon if they've got a beef about it, they complain to the surveyor that did the surveying of that property. They should have picked up that they were actually living next door to a venue and that it would reopen after the pandemic. So it's the fault of the surveyor. They pay a fortune for these searches, so they should be able to claim off them and not the venues. Why should it be a venue of over 30 years this weekend has to close down because one person moved next door to it and didn't do the proper searches to sort it out? It really makes my blood boil. We're both on the soapbox for this one because Alex knows that venue.
Yeah, Nine Day is a really nice place. I've been there for.
It's got such a great vibe. It's a community hub cafe during the day and turns into a venue at the night. It is an iconic place. It is so wonderful. So many huge bands have been through that venue when they were starting out. We're putting the link up. If you can sign that petition, please, please, please do so. Spread the word around. This cannot be allowed to happen. We cannot lose this place. It is so important. It's so vital. And it's just... The guy who runs it, Jay, is just the most wonderful person to meet. He really, really is. He's absolutely buzzing. I met him at Venues Day. Absolutely great guy. Please try and help us with this one. As I say, if you do one thing for me this year, one thing, please sign that petition. Please share the hell out of it. Let's keep that venue open. It is so, so important. That's the end of my soapbox. Thank you, but please, it is so important.
Right. Got a few comments there. Joe says, remember, Mark, that the GP has probably been confronted by angry patients who are aggressive and abusive, so important to bear this in mind when writing to the practice manager. Yeah, to be fair, it's not the doctor's fault he's only got 10 minutes to speak to you. I know he's probably been short with you, but again, he probably hasn't got the time to go, I'm very sorry about this problem, blah, blah, blah. He has to go, I need you to go, I'm sorry, you've got to go.
No, it was just, it was rude. It was just, there are ways of doing it, and that was just plain rude the way he did it. It was really, really rude. I get the stress, I get everything else. I worked in the poll tax office on the front line desk. There are ways to do it. I'm sorry, but there are ways to do it. Martine, yes, you can sign that petition. Say that you've heard about it being such an iconic venue in the UK, and just get all your friends to sign it too. if it has got a worldwide reputation. It really does. It's an absolute brilliant space, and the people behind it are just fantastic. They really are.
Also, the thing is with that as well, it is
the fact that it's not just me. Just before you say your bit, it's not just me that's saying this. Who you know is so involved in music venues. Alex knows this place. Alex loves this place. Yeah, and he's not involved with it as much as I am. He sees the need for it to be there.
I mean, they help out the homeless if nothing else.
Yeah,
They do community outreach. No, you wouldn't be able to after the end of that. Right. Also, it's tantamount to moving next to a railway and then complaining about the trains.
exactly. But legally,
You did
but weirdly, legally, you can't complain about it. You can't complain about train stations. You can't complain about lights outside your house. You can't complain about anything semi-officialdom, but you can complain about music venues. Anyway, shall we move
There you go.
on?
Yolanda said the exact same thing. It's the equivalent of moving next to an airport and complaining about the sound of the planes taking
Yeah.
off. You know what you're signing up for. Don't be stupid.
And if you didn't know about it, your search should have told you. That's why you pay an absolute fortune for searches to bring all this up.
Yeah, it's also why are you moving into a city if you don't expect noise? Don't be stupid. Right, let's do the answers then. We haven't got any nicknames tonight, Fran. Can't be bothered.
Well, I did a little bit play because you didn't put an answers one in, so I did.
Fair enough. There you go.
You like that?
We'll sign it and share with friends then. Really want to visit Manchester one day, so hope this venue will still be there, says Martin. Indeed. It's a great place.
Just tag. Basically, it's night and then the letter N, day, cafe. Just write that in at and all one word. Night, N, day, cafe.
Right, let's get on. As we are behind.
Great.
Go.
The fourth planet in our solar system is Mars.
Mars. Number 2, Ursa Major is known as the Great Bear, so Ursa Minor is the Little Bear.
The second man on the moon, he wasn't happy that he wasn't first, but he was still buzzing. It was Buzz Aldrin.
One of my favourite jokes is about when Mike Collins obviously was on the shuttlecraft and he had to go around the moon while they were on there. It was when Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were accepting their Lifetime Achievement Award from the Historical Society. Mike Collins had to stay in the car and go around the parking lot. Dear. Also, one of the better things as well I saw on... No. One of the things I saw in QI as well was someone said they had the delightful pleasure of being sat next to Buzz Aldrin at a charity dinner once. And she was thinking all night all the things she could try and ask him to try and not be boring. And she couldn't think of anything, so she went, I don't know, what's the moon like? And he, without taking a breath, he was eating his food, he went, crunchy, and just carried on talking. I love that, just crunchy. Right, which two elements make up 98% of the sun? It's hydrogen and helium. So hydrogen and helium for 1 point each.
The Nuffield Radio Astronomy Labs, as seen in Tom Baker's regeneration scene on Doctor Who, is Jodrell Bank.
Jodrell Bank
The
Observatory.
great big telescopy thing. The big dishy ones.
That's a technical term for it.
Yeah, big dishy ones.
Number 6, no animation taken off. Which film title was preceded by the word Star Wars Episode 5? It is The Empire Strikes Back. The Empire Strikes Back, number 6.
Are you going to take half a point off if they didn't put the word there?
No.
Okay. The large galaxy in which our solar system belongs to is, of course, the Milky Way.
Milky Way. Number 8. The InSight robotic lander is currently exploring Mars. Mars for number 8.
We're getting lots of chocolates at the moment. Oh.
Also, we were saying as well that Mars is the only planet in the entire universe which you know of it which is entirely inhabited by robots.
Allegedly.
Oh, for God's sake.
I couldn't resist that. I knew I'd get that reaction. He missed only one due to the food poisoning, yeah. Oh, it was food poisoning, wasn't it? I know it was really...
Well, I mean, what was he, like 95? So if you got food poisoning, it is a death sentence.
It literally, they did think he might not pull through. It was that bad. Anyway, moving on, swiftly on.
It was Patrick Moore, by the way.
Yes.
Charlie Grant was a little bit early on that one. There is a Milchstrasse in Friesling, close to Marsling, Bavaria. Says Hannes.
Oh, hello, our German friends.
Guten Tag.
Have I got a German... I think I put a German question. Did I put a German question in?
I don't know. Who played Jim Lavelle in the 1995 film Apollo 13? If you didn't know, you should have guessed. At least it could have been It's Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
If it nobody else, it had to be him.
Yes.
Right.
Hannah's, are your Christmas markets on this year? I loved going to Munich in December. I would take my mum, Alex's grandmother. She was always in bed by 10:30. We took her around the Christmas markets, which she loved because there's tons and tons of them. And she loved that during the day. She was in bed by 10:30, which is when the nightlife starts. So I went out at that point. It's a win-win situation.
11 for Kim. Joan says 18, followed by the film question. Again, getting tedious now. May have to watch some films. At least we guessed Tom Hanks. So there you go then. Fiona got 18, Fiona got 17. When in doubt, go with Tom Hanks, says Martine. Yes. Crikey, a full house of the Kitchings again. It's coming up trumps for you guys, isn't it?
Yeah.
These are your rounds.
This is what... You know why this is, isn't it?
What?
Because they're not watching any cricket. It's not putting them to sleep.
Jackie got 15, Linda got 20. Well done. Fran got 6. A high scoring round by all, it seems.
Indeed.
Gotta say as well, speaking of high scores, last Thursday, Tommy came by himself, thought the rest of his team were going to be there. Turns out they couldn't be for whatever reason, so he did it by himself.
Yep.
Did a 30 seconds round. He only got 18 points in the third round of 30 seconds on food and drink. And the only reason he got the other question wrong was because he was too specific. Everyone was very, very pleased.
Yes.
Well, now how on earth was I supposed to know any of those answers?
15 out of 20, says Martine. Thanks to
Era,
that joined the quiz on the train ride back from the airport and saved me. I think we now have to create a new category. The most weirdest places that you're watching the quiz from. And so far, it does go to her being on the train on the way back for the airport.
Indeed. Right. Let's jump into your third round then. Round number 3 is a 30 seconds round, but tonight it is the first time we've ever done it on this quiz online.
Yes.
It is November. Okay, so you're going to see a picture of a mustachio-covered, obscured person. You then have 30 seconds to decide who you think it is. At the end of the 30 seconds, we shall reveal said person, and it's a point for their first name and a point for their surname.
For anyone who doesn't know, particularly for people who are not in the UK, do you want to explain what Movember is?
Movember is a way for men, or people who identify as male, to grow facial hair in aid of mental health. Also for certain kinds of cancers. I believe it is prostate cancer. It's raising money for them. I have actually been growing my moustache since last November. I'm sure you've noticed.
So basically, yeah, people do not shave at all during November and have fundraising pages to ask people to donate to.
Yeah, it's pointless for me doing it. You would never notice. You literally wouldn't. Right, so here is your first one. You've got 30 seconds. Don't put the answers in the chat. Don't be a doofus. Here we go.
A doofus, that's a good one. Who'd be that?
I didn't go for Funky Robot this time. I went for the rock one.
The rock one's good, I think. I think the rock one works for this.
People start doing it in Norway also. That's good.
That's brilliant. Excellent. Christmas markets cancelled in southern Germany. I'm sure they will be in Cologne and Berlin. Yeah, you've got a major problem over in Europe. I don't know why. Weirdly, the AstraZeneca, which is the predominant vaccine in the UK, apparently is cutting down deaths more than the Pfizer one.
Anyway, number 1. That one is Sir Ian Mckellen. Ian Mckellen for number 1. They do get a little bit hard. I don't want it to be too hard because I don't think some of these might be a bit too exclusive.
Danny's liking the round.
Good, thank you. It's done in the US too. We call it No Shave November. Ah.
Okay.
You could use that for anyone. Even women could do that one. Right.
Let's not go there.
Number 2.
Number 2. Who be this?
Comically large moustache, of course. Interesting with the AZ vaccine, they banned it in Norway.
Weirdly, it's because it's been given to the older population in the UK. The number of deaths from those who've had AstraZeneca that have contracted COVID seems to be a lot less than the European counterparts that had alternative same age group but alternative vaccines.
Fanuary is the new big thing, says Danny.
Danny!
Good God. Right, number
Tim,
two.
give him a slap.
That one is Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman. Or Hugh Jackman. Sophie's favourite actor.
Is it?
Yes. She has a tattoo of him. Right, number three.
Number three, who'd be this?
I don't shave my moustache for November, says Jackie.
You just let it grow, love.
Oh, natural. Couple of deaths there due to the young people getting AZ, so they didn't want to risk it.
Yeah, I'd seen something like that. A lot of it was when they looked into it in the UK, where I think we had 2 deaths as well. A lot of it was coincidence rather than actually because of the vaccine.
Yeah, let's stop talking about people dying and get on with the round. Number
Let's
three.
let's make it fun. Who'd be this? This would be Hey Up Me Ducks.
It's Angelina Jolie, who I've got to say is probably the longest standing celebrity crush I've ever had. I think I thought she was attractive when I was but a wee lad. I've always had a crush on Angelina Jolie.
I just think she's class. I just think whatever she does, she just presents herself so brilliantly. Whether she's doing tongue-in-cheek stuff with humour, whether she's being ultra serious, whatever. I think she's just pure class, that lady.
She's also not my usual type of celebrity crush, but there you go. Anyway, number 4.
Slightly trickier, but who is this?
Ooh. I don't know why I did that. I made this round. Ooh, who's that?
Well, no, I think this is slightly tricky.
It is harder, that one. We've got any more...
Yes, we can do a top-up.
She really is beautiful, says Martin. She is. Also, she does a lot for UNICEF.
UNICEF.
Oh, wow, thank you so much.
Well, we can share a wine later.
Thank you for the dribble. Right, number 4. Well done if you got this one. Whoa. Well done if you got this one. It is Leona Lewis.
Pop sensation whose career was basically messed up by a certain SC.
Oh, dear.
No, I'm sorry. She could have had the most stellar career ever. She could have been one of the greats of all time. And he messed it up.
If only she had you as a manager, eh?
Yeah, it would have been better than him. My God.
Jesus. Right.
No, that's the one career that I really, really despise him for. She was so good.
Right, so we're talking about dead people and how much about Simon Cowell. Do you want to make it a trifecta? How about talk about this bloody cycle lane outside the house? God.
It's not outside the house. It's further down the road. And some guerrilla warfare cyclists are now putting paint on the road to recreate the cycle lane. It's illegal. It's causing problems. And they want shooting.
Right, for Christ's sake. Do me head in now.
And thanks for all your comments, Martin. You're keeping that chat alive.
You are. She does have an amazing voice.
Maybe some more people could join the chat.
They're thinking. Well, as long as they donate, I don't mind. Right.
Well, we haven't had a donation for a while, to be honest.
Maybe it's broken.
Well, actually, it actually could be because it's saying something's come through.
I think the big handlebar moustache was a real... made this far too tricky, I think. That one was Freddie Mercury. Yeah, because the moustache really obscured his face. I've had some beer, says Martin. She's chatty. Jeff says another soapbox. Please don't. No.
Basically, he didn't like you putting that moustache on his face. He wanted to break free of it.
Right, we need to get on with this now.
Okay, we're behind.
Yes, it's 9:05.
Okay, let's...
Supposed to be on round 4. Jesus, you won't shut up. Number 6.
Maybe that. I just realised what Danny said. I have to go to bed at some point. Take Mark's mouth.
And with you, Danny. God. Get a bit of liquor over his mouth. He's talking to anyone. Jesus.
Mark, have you gone Radio Gaga?
Find on, quick. I wouldn't mind, but they've got an icon to say what they are.
Shut up.
Jesus. Number 6 is Julia Roberts. Leonardo doing too bad. She has 10 million. Yeah, she ain't struggling.
I thought the last one was Justin Bieber, says Martine.
I need to lay off that beer, Martine.
Let's go on to 7 then if I'm too late. I'm making it all late.
Number 7. This was a slightly tricky one. This is not a recent photo. I thought I'd had the flat cap. It provides absolutely no detail, but there you go.
But it makes it funnier.
Yeah. My favourite one I ever did was I had a picture of Taylor Swift and I put Thug Life on a cap over her head. I thought that was quite funny.
I actually used that recently as a marathon in one of the quizzes.
Alright, number 7. That one is King of Cool, Mr. Harrison Ford.
What do you do? Just send the hats to the back?
I don't know.
I noticed it is on some of them. It's just in the background.
These Photoshop skills are on point to Danny. I don't know if you've been sarcastic or not, but I did try. I had to make them transparent so the background's gone. So
You did try. He's very trying.
Number
8. Who be this? That's some chin.
Oh, I had a really good... Someone gave me a good question. You know when people go up to you and go, I've got a good question for you. And inevitably it's not. But someone actually gave me a really good question last night. And it was...
No.
No one would get it.
All right, I've got one. Go on, you should tell your story.
Oh, I'll do it after this round because obviously we've got...
We'll do it in the next question.
Number 8, that is originally a diver by training. It is Jason Statham. Jason Statham for number 8.
Another one with a hat behind him.
I've teleported it. Ty, but just move the hat behind them. Yeah.
Number 9.
You can still see the moustache slightly there on that one. Right, number 9.
Oh, I've got burpees now.
Oh, for God's sake. Number 9, who be that?
So go on, your question.
Yeah, the question was what lyrically relates the songs Up in the Junction by Squeeze, Just Like Heaven by The Cure, and Virginia Plain by Roxy Music. So this is one for you guys. You can put it in the chat if you want to. So what lyrically links the songs Just Like Heaven by The Cure, Virginia Plain by Roxy Music, and Up in the Junction by Squeeze?
Bonus point if you get it. First person to get it on each platform gets it. We'll do that.
There you go. Right, number 9, that is Pucker, Mr. Jamie Oliver with a tiny hat. So Jamie Oliver for number 9. And finally, question number 10. Who be
this? Weirdly, someone gave me a question last night, and that is definitely going into the day at base.
I don't think I've tried overly hard to make this round too difficult for you guys. I just had a bit of fun with it.
So what were those 3 songs again?
Virginia Plain by Roxy Music, Up in the Junction by Squeeze, and Just Like Heaven by The Cure.
Right.
Charlie Grant says, tonight's meme is sent. Oh, God.
I hate
Those 5 words. Thank you for loving the Movember round. Thanks from Sharon. Thank you, Sharon. That one is, of course, Holly Willoughby.
Willaboobies.
Willoughby. 20 out of 20, says Danny. Jackie got 20. Fran got 0. Right, I don't think anyone else is going to actually get it. Charlie Grant will get a bonus point. The correct answer was the song title is mentioned once only and right at the end of the song.
Unless, of course, he Googled it. Being the great...
Head researcher
that he is. John says, bad as our film rounds, only 4.
Fiona got 18, well done. Charlie Grant says, no, I know that. Well, I'll take your word for it, Mr.
Whoa, Grant. Amy.
Nice.
20 out of 20.
You did answer immediately, Charlie, but obviously I didn't want to tip off that you got it right, so I had to wait a little bit. Tracy got 18, the kitchen, sorry. Yolanda got 18.
Shall we go to... Oh, no, we need to move on for one more. Because I think we've got the Oh, no, we don't.
No, I don't think people need to see the marathon again, if I'm being honest.
No, we don't.
Right, let's move straight on to the general knowledge. Don't forget, you need to have your felt ball guesses in.
Who are we waiting for, Alex?
We are waiting for Team No Name. I'm going to get rid of you. We've got Gangsters, Charlie, Clumsort, Martine, and
Team No Name.
Port Train for Cock at Midnight. We still need your felt ball guesses, please. You've got until the recap of round 4.
Yes.
Yeah, well done, Charlie. The guy who sent me sent it to me, he was actually on the way out of the pub last night. He'd had quite a lot to drink. He was like, "What links the songs?" And it took him a good 2 minutes to think of the Virginia Plain. I stood there waiting for him. I was like, God, I can do the. I was reciting the entire lyrics to Up in the Junction by Squeeze by the time he finished. Right. Okay.
Shall we go back to it?
Right. Let's get on with round number 4. Round number 4, it's the great equaliser. It's everyone's favourite. It's general knowledge.
General knowledge. That very famous, he is now,
French general.
French military person.
Fleur got 20 as well. Well done, Fleur. People really like that November round. I should have done it. I should have done it earlier, shouldn't I?
Guess what we're going to do at Christmas? It ain't going to be Movember, but it might be Santa's beard.
I think we did it for a virtual one last Christmas, possibly.
Did we do it?
Possibly.
Have we done Santa's beard, where we do the similar sort of thing, but cover them with Santa's beard? Did we do that last year?
We can do it again. People seem to like that round. Right, off we go then.
And we've already got 2 questions already for the Christmas special.
What was your announcement, Fran? I forgot to read it. Sorry, there's a lot going on. Number 1, Genghis Khan was the leader and emperor of which historical empire? And apparently 1% of the entire world's population related to Genghis Khan. He had that many concubines. I'm here for Santa's beard again, says Amy.
Yolanda thinks we did it, so yeah, we must have done it then.
Great quiz from the Allen family. Thank you, Allen family.
Thank you very much. Seriously, guys, you might think, because we'll do normal quizzes, that the donations don't matter. Honestly, they really, really do.
They really do.
That we're looking to expand next year, but we're not even covering our expenses at the moment.
No, and also we are, the first week of December is when we're doing all of our Christmas quizzes, pretty much. Then after that, we aren't back at work until mid-January, so we've got all these weeks where we're earning literally nothing.
To the point that even though Alex is away, I'm going to try and do quizzes just to get some money in for us.
And also, I do have a different laptop I can use now, so I might be able to virtually dial in, possibly.
There is a way, I've seen there is a way for us to have you in as a second screen. And it takes a lot to set up. We'd have to do that before you go. But
there you go. Right.
Do you? Okay. Fran has put. Let's put just before we do 2. I just want to put this to a poll. Fran has put. Jonathan, please. Do you want Jonathan or a round that is not? We cannot say. It is definitely not, but might be slightly on a par with Pointless. Which would you prefer? A round that is slightly on a par with Pointless or Jonathan? Do let us know.
Slightly on a par with Pointless?
Well, we can't do Pointless because of copyright.
Oh yeah, we would never dream of doing that.
We could never do Pointless because it's, which we'd normally do in the pubs. But
get on with it.
The Wellington aircraft was built to carry what? Troops or bombs?
I forgot what it's like when you have a drink at a quiz. You never shut up.
Hey.
Oh, we've got a Pointless and a Jonathan. Not Jonathan, says John. Jeff. Straight in there, Jeff. Tell us how you really feel. I think you need to do dingbats. Well, we're going to do a Christmas dingbats. I've decided that. I've did a mark. I've decided something without consulting anybody else. Fiona says both. Do you want to gain a lot of points and you want to lose them all?
we could do one round that is normal questions. The rest is game shows.
We could do. Which royal got married in July 2020? No preferences, Amy. I like that. You're being Switzerland about the whole thing. Very neutral.
Whereas Tracy Ann Kitching is being greedy, she said both.
We've got neithers, we've got I don't care, we've got both, we've got all of them. Oh.
You're throwing your answer sheets all over the place.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit of an anxious twitch. Sorry, guys.
You need to apologise. You need to say forgive me.
Why?
Forgive me.
I see. Right.
Question 4. Who played the Mother Superior in Sister Act?
Sorry, what?
Who played the Mother Superior in Sister Act?
Not Sister Act. Sister Act. Fran says my announcement's up. I only get about 15 or 20 comments and it cuts off, Fran. So if you said something, you might have to say it again. Sorry.
We're not being awful about it. We just cannot see it. I can see 2 for the last 6 comments on the screen. That's all I see.
And eventually they cut off at some point as well. Will you do any quizzes during Christmas? It'll be fun to get the family to join us, says Martine.
The actual Christmas special, because Alex is definitely here, is going to be on Monday the 13th. But I'm going to try and carry on probably on the Mondays. If we can get Alex linking in with his laptop up at his mum's in Manchester, we'll try and do that. It's a lot of weird techno stuff, and I'm the one who's running it from here, don't forget, which makes it even trickier. But we are going to try and do it. We are going to try. I'm not being awful, but we do need them.
You know what we could do as well, though? Now, I don't know. Don't quote me on this because it could be far too difficult to actually execute than it would to do normally.
Go on.
We could do a Zoom quiz at Christmas, in which I could call in. We could all have a massive Zoom quiz with the regulars. You know, we can all have a couple of bottles of wine. We can all, you can all talk to us. You can suggest some questions. You can quiz us.
That sounds interesting.
You could try doing that.
Do we have an entry fee for that? No, we'll do it on donation. We'll keep it on donations.
Yeah.
But bear in mind that it's a lot extra for us to do.
Yeah, we might be able to do it. So if you got, because obviously I think most, if not all people, are quite familiar with how Zoom works.
They want game show rounds. So we're going to do 3 game show rounds and 1 normal round, because there's 2 questions we have to include in a normal round.
Zoom quiz has done it. Yes, he's up for that. Right, number 5. Which Italian explorer sailed from Europe to find a route to Asia and instead landed in the Americas? Yeah, I think a Zoom quiz would be good because then people could quiz us. It'd be quite funny. See how useless we are at a quiz. But yeah, we do a full-on quiz like we do this. Probably wouldn't be as technical as this because I wouldn't be there. But we do a Zoom quiz. That'd be quite fun.
There is a way that you can include Zoom in on the screens.
Well, we've done it before when we did our private one.
Yeah.
We found a way to do it, and then it turns out they didn't want to do it that way. But I have made it so we have had our entire backdrop, like how it looks on the screen now. We've had it in a Zoom call before.
It's gassy that Prosecco, isn't it?
It is. If anyone wants Night and Day Cafe to close down because of noise, and they're an absolute nutters, in my opinion, says Christopher Reese. Yes.
It's not just the music side of it. As Alex says, during the day, they're a cafe, they're an outreach cultural hub. They do tons and tons of stuff for the homeless. They do tons and tons of stuff for disadvantaged people. They are an institution in Manchester. They've been there 30 years. And one knobhead comes along and says, I don't like this. You move into a city centre because you want the vibrancy of that city centre. You want to say to your friends, look at me, I'm living in a great, vibrant city. Come and visit me. And then complain about it and want it closed down.
Danny says, I'll teach her to do a Zoom quiz. Fair enough. Right, do your question, please.
Question 6. What common term... All right, this is a long one, so take this in board. What common term for a man, and increasingly pluralised for a group of people, arose from a 1605 conspiracy? Alex just had a private conversation.
We'll be very appropriate to show the meme about now. All right, Charlie, we'll get the hint. Let's have a quick look.
I reckon I'm going to hate this one.
It's when he says the meme is sent, my heart sinks a little bit because I'm just scared of what we're going to receive.
Yeah. Should we do the next question while you're sorting that out first?
Sure. Number 7. In music, who just called to say I love you? Definitely weren't me. I love it.
I knew I was going to hate it. I love
it.
The grunt. It is the grunt now. I'm just referring to him as the grunt.
Love it.
Charlie Gruntoff.
Very good. And quite right. Question number 8.
Charlie, can you do, for the Christmas special, can you do a mosaic of basically all your memes that you've sent in this current year?
I do have some of them, but I don't have them dated. So, yeah.
Yeah, if you could send us a sort of like a big picture of all your different memes that we can just put on the screen, that would be great. Question number 8. What is the term for the smallest unit of data managed by a normal computer? I say normal because there are no quantum ones out there.
Charlie Grant, of course, has them all dated. He has them in an Excel spreadsheet. He's even rated them on how much we laughed in decibels.
Fran's actually sent us a message about it now because we can't keep seeing it. So, Alex?
On the 13th of December, I'm doing a live YouTube video on Facebook with my choir. Well, let us know what it is and we'll put the link when you do it.
So we can do it on the quiz before that.
Yeah, we'll post a link for you.
So we're on the 13th, so we'll do it the week before. Question number 9, Alex.
Number 9, enology is the study of winter or wines. Enology is the study of winter or wines. 50-50. Which is usually reserved for number 7, but we didn't this time. Because we wanted to be different.
You just wanted to say, I love you. That was number 7.
Mother-in-law made a good point. Perhaps the noise complaint is all a ruse. Perhaps the complainers are just a bunch of rich that don't want the homeless and poor riffraff near their house.
There is a word for it that is happening around venues. It's called gentrification.
Well, also, it's a lot. It's never been proven, but it is also a conspiracy that there is a lot of just housing people who purposely get a stooge or a patsy to be moving next door, make the complaint, so they can knock it down and build houses there.
I have evidence of that, but it is so circumstantial you can't actually use it in court.
I don't know if we said it before, but thank you, Nicola. I don't think we put yours in there.
And also the Wings.
The Allen family, I think we did mention, but if we didn't, I'm sorry, but thank you very much from the Allen family as well.
Let's give it a plug to where it's come from as well. The Wings Bird Sanctuary. That sounds really good.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like a good sanctuary.
Yeah, do give us drop us a direct message with some more info. We might actually give it a plug next time.
Right, and finally, number 10.
It's me, isn't it?
Yeah.
In which month is the October Revolution celebrated in Russia? We're out of vino.
Yeah.
I might have to borrow one of yours later. I have to share one of your nice ones.
They're reserved.
For me?
Well, not.
They are now.
If we're quick, we might be able to get a cheap bottle of Prosecco from the co-op. We had some people move over a pizza place then complain about the smell. Really? Come on.
Unfortunately, Martin, over here there is what I consider a loophole in the Environment Act that was created about 10 years ago that allows people to complain in that way.
Ridiculous. Go do the felt ball guess. Yeah, get on that, guys. Felt ball guess. We're still waiting on nobody. The Gangsters.
Gangsters.
Although I haven't heard much from Joe, so maybe Gangsters might have dipped out. Didn't we have that question last week, said Anita?
Which one?
The number 10.
Maybe we did.
I can double check.
We have had weird things happening on the database that we've now corrected, but it did play up a little bit before.
Yeah, one of our venues has completely stopped getting the last used question, which is really weird.
But we've solved that. Oh, did I tell you?
Oh, you didn't? Oh, you didn't tell me that, no.
Yeah, basically we didn't put the bigger than before the date. That was all it was.
Sorry guys, that was complete gibberish to you lot, but there you go.
It's a technical thing about how we work the quiz.
No, it doesn't seem to be.
It doesn't say it is. But maybe we did.
Maybe we had a differently phrased question.
Yeah. Anyway, should we get on with this?
There you go. Sorry, guys.
So those are your 2 questions again, by the way.
Fiona says yes, we did.
Over for 2 easy points. Oh,
there you go then.
Well then.
That's a freebie.
I know I did it in another quiz, actually, this week.
I think I mentioned it because it was about being late to the Olympics. But there you go. If you did it already, I'm sorry, guys. There you go.
Well, it's a good one.
It is a good one. Right, recap, and then we'll double check the felt ball guesses. I'll get that sorted. Just said that, says Jackie. I think question 10 was on the wheel last Saturday. On the wheel? What's the wheel?
Oh, it's one of these new game showy things.
I'm saying, guys, I was doing the other day. I was watching The Chase. I didn't get a single question wrong the entire episode. I think I might have to apply for the Chase.
I don't think we get in because we're quiz masters.
One of the new Chases was a quiz master.
All right. Well, a good friend of ours in the Hove area, Tree, she was on there a couple of weeks ago.
That is her real name.
That is her real name. Well, I think her real name's Katrina, but she goes by Tree.
Don't ruin it.
But she goes by the name of Tree. Everyone knows her as Tree. And they actually won it.
Well, you spoiled the episode now. Well done. Honestly.
But she's great. She comes along to some of our quizzes as well. And she's good fun.
Cool.
I think the gangsters have dropped out then.
Sorry, gangsters.
You're out.
That's a shame.
And that is the number, Alex.
It was the question 9 running around the world round. Well remembered, Marty. Right then, let's do the felt ball guesses then.
Okay.
We've got No Ideas 478.
Under.
Fran and Indy 480.
Under.
Martine 486.
Under.
Cycle Enthusiasts 490.
Under.
Photo Finish 491.
Under.
The Wheel is a quiz show hosted by Michael McIntyre. No
Oh,
wonder
yeah.
I've never watched it then.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Photo Finish 491, sorry.
Under.
Redheads 494.
Under.
One Girl and Her Pen and Bev's Brainiacs in the quiz room, yay! 495.
Under.
In Bebo Ergo Sum Minus Sum 498.
Under.
Exile for the Good of the Realm 500. Well, good to see you again, guys.
Under.
Charlie and the Lockdown Factory 507.
Under.
508 for the Quizman and Her.
Under.
509 for the Fire Breathing Rubber Ducks.
Under.
513 for Noski's Servants.
Under.
523 for the Jammy Dodgers.
Under.
Sorry, Jammy Doggers. 553 for the Angry Birds +1.
Under.
And we've got the 560 for Portrait of Cock at Midnight.
Who are the last ones? You are under.
So that does mean that Portrait of Cock at Midnight get 3, Angry Birds get 2, and Jammy Doggers get 1. There you go. Jammy
Weirdly,
Doggers.
I had my first random across the street. I was in the lanes and someone shouted under at me.
Also, someone came to one of my quizzes and went, "Oh my god, you're real." Which is quite funny. And then I said, if the next words out of your mouth is "you're smaller than I thought you'd be," you're going to have to leave. There you go.
Okay.
Right, so well done. You got 3 points there. That's 3 points for the Cocks, 2 points for the Angry Birds, and the Doggers get 1. What a fun set of answers they were. Right, so there you go.
On for the answers then.
On for the answers, I think. Let's get that to just 1 again, just so you can see. And then we'll do the answers. Right. As always, 2 points for all these. First point settings. Ooh, you can see a little bit through your t-shirt.
What, on the green bits?
Yeah, the green bit.
The green bit here.
There we go. Right, here we go. Genghis Khan was the leader of the Mongols. The Mongols. Which is what you get the term for classifications for humans. You know, you get Caucasian, Asian, and then Mongoloid is where you get for the Mongols. That's what the actual term is.
All right. Wellington aircraft was built to carry what? They were built to carry bombs. It was the Wellington bomber.
Well, that makes sense. I didn't even know. I didn't realise that.
Yeah.
Until you said Wellington bomber. Number 3. Which royal got married in July of 2020? It was Princess Beatrice. Princess Beatrice. Very nice t-shirt, Mark said Fran. You can get them soon to buy.
But not with the same lyric. I can't put. We're working out what we can put instead of the lyrics.
Yeah, we don't want to rip off rats. I'm sure they would let it happen, but we want to be
fair to them. It is their lyrics. It is their copyright.
Yeah.
Playing Mother Superior in Sister Act is the very wonderful Maggie Smith.
Dame Maggie Smith.
She actually doesn't like the Dame bit.
When
She uses it as a title on officialdom, but actually to speak to, she's not like Shirley Bassey. She doesn't like to be called Dame Maggie.
Oh, the Italian explorer that sailed from Europe to find a route to Asia, but instead it landed in the Americas was Marco Polo. No, it was Christopher Columbus.
Yes, and then the game was up. Apparently, the Vikings were there 100 years beforehand.
I'm going to very quickly just ban someone from my Twitch. Bear with me for just a second. As we're getting spammed again. Goodbye.
Question number 6. The common term for a man, increasingly pluralised for a group of people, arose from a 1605 conspiracy. It is guy or guys.
Yes. You know all about them conspiracies, don't you?
Yes.
Number 7. In music, who just called to say I love you? It was, of course, Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder for number 7.
The term for the smallest unit of data managed by a computer is a bit.
A bit. Just a bit.
Just a bit.
Just a bit. Number 9. Enology. Is it the study of winter or wines? It is wines. As someone who's a massive fan of wines, called an enophile.
That's got rid of another question out of our database.
Well, there you go.
In which month is the October Revolution celebrated in Russia? It is in November. I realise why this has happened.
Why?
We have we've got a duplicate version.
All right.
Because the other version has in brackets the reason why behind it.
Oh, there you go.
So we'll have to suss them out and weed. We've got 21,000 questions.
There's bound to be duplicates.
But we've got very few duplicates in. But I can tell that is definitely a duplicate. That's why I didn't pick it up.
Yeah. Also, sometimes we have questions that the opposite way around. So who celebrates the October Revolution in November? The answer would be in Russia.
But the new database, which we're doing in the lockdown period, or not lockdown, in our down period over New Year, will actually, because of the way I'm restructuring it, will actually get rid of that because it will allow for multiple versions.
Yes, I'm sure you're all really interested in that. Leif Erikson was apparently the first Viking, says Martine. We've got Fiona with 12, Fran with 6.
How could Leif Erikson be the first Viking? Wasn't he a 70s pop star?
Danny O'Shea got 14, 18 for Martine, 16 for Jackie. The Kitchen's got 20 again.
See, you're not watching cricket and life is better.
16 for Joan. Leave Charlie Grant, leave Charles Kitchen's hobby alone.
Well, he has his kitchen painted. He's been watching that dry.
Right. Joan got 16, Yolanda got 14. Linda got 20 and 14 the previous 2 rounds, but hasn't told us what she got in the final round. And Cynical Widgeon 1PP48497 has said, want to become famous, do such and such a thing, and they've now been banned. Right, the only day of the week which has an anagram.
1.4. Oh, this is right. Sorry, that's coming weird. 1.4 Monday, and 1 point for Dynamo.
Leif Garrett, was it, Mark, says Caroline.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of, yeah.
I also love cricket. Used to be a wicket keeper, says Charlie Grant. That explains a lot. The last 4 Olympic host venues, or the cities, they were
Tokyo and Rio. In between those, you've got Pyeongchang in South Korea, and then Sochi in Russia. So you've got 2 summers and 2 winter ones. Well done if you got those. Half a point each for those.
Leif Erikson was the High Chaparral.
High Chaparral was a new name for another Western.
Right.
It was a new series and they called it High Chaparral instead of something else.
High Noon.
Jackie says, great quiz, guys. Mustache. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye. We'll see you soon.
Goodbye. Thanks for playing. Right. 30 seconds and we'll get your score sorted.
Sorry, we are a little bit later tonight.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we're going to get that Prosecco. We'll have to hit one of your wines.
No, we've still got time.
You're dashing then.
We can both dash since we both drank the wine.
Well, not point 2 of us are going. I'll set the TV up ready for...
Set the TV up? I've got to download it first.
Oh.
So you need to go then.
No, we'll watch it online. We'll watch it online. We don't download.
I didn't think winter was included. We did say just the last 4. We didn't say
We did
anything
4.
particular.
It was done deliberately. Someone actually asked at one point whether it was summer or winters, and I refused to answer it, and that's why I literally came back. The last 4 Olympics. Great marathon, says Martine. Thank you very much. We do try and catch you out occasionally.
Indeed.
And I'm aware I've been a bit ebullient tonight. It is the alcohol, I must admit, because I've eaten very little today. We've been that busy, haven't we, with various things going on.
Uh-huh. So I've got a couple of teams still putting their points in, so give it a sec. The highest score, one of our highest scores, says Tracy Ann, says 81.5. Fran says, enjoy the rest of the week. I won't be there tomorrow. Still isolating, but see you guys next Wednesday. Please, Jonathan, I will give Alex a birthday card for you guys on the 1st of
We
December.
will not be doing a TV and game show until now, because you're wanting so many for the big special. So we won't be doing game shows till the 13th.
And our in-person venues, our game shows will be on the Christmas one. Just because we would like it to be a special one.
We like to make the end one special.
Yes. I'm really sorry that the gangsters didn't get to manage to put their points in. I hope that you're alright, Joe, if you're still watching. I've enjoyed the chat, says Martine. Don't say things like that, you just encourage him. Thanks, guys, says Joan. Good night. Right, let's get your scores in order and we will dash. Because a couple of your donations will pay for at least a cheap bottle of Plonk. Right.
That's the one thing with the co-op round the corner. The Prosecco is actually really cheap. It's not brilliant, but it's really cheap.
Well, they've done this again. They've made a new... There we go, advanced. Why do you change things that don't need changing?
I know.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Okay then, here we go. Right.
Put a cork in it.
The Fran and Indy got 17, Imbibo got 53, One Girl and a Pen got 56, 60 for Noski's Servants, Martine got 62, The Good of the Realms got 65.5, 68.5 for Photo Finish, 69 for the Cycling Enthusiasts. Sorry, 68.5 for Photo Finish. No Ideas got 73, 77 for Fire Breathing Redux. Quizman and Her got 79, 81 for the Portrait Midnight, 81.5 for Charlie in Lockdown Factory. Best Brainiacs in the Quiz Room, yay, got 82. 82.5 is the Jammy Doggers, and 86 points, it's those Angry Birds plus 1. Bring out the Gimp.
I'm glad you said that. I was literally going to say that afterwards. Angry Birds, we realise why you're not coming because of the new age restrictions that they've got at the pub. We do miss you immensely.
Yes.
If nothing else, I've only got Mrs. Bolter to take the pee out of.
Thanks, guys. Have a good week. No snowboarding for us as Austria's in lockdown. Oh, it is, Bev. Yeah, you mentioned last week you were going.
Snowboarders, they're peace pests.
No, they were going to go on holiday to Austria for a ski holiday, but they were in lockdown.
Yeah.
No, we feel for you, Bev. If we got told we couldn't go skiing, we'd be really annoyed.
Yeah.
We've made some improvements to Microsoft Office. Yeah.
Oh, I've had that as well. I just said later. I didn't want to mess around with it when I was doing a quiz.
Amy says, good night. We've got 53. Not our best, but never mind. Right then. Thank you so much for playing, guys. Have a lovely week. Have a safe week.
Thank you all for your donations. Seriously, thank you all for your donations. It does make a big difference to us.
Yeah. With that being said, have a lovely weekend. And I'm not going to give you a new quote tonight. I'm going to go with one of my favourite quotes. Is bit of kindness costs you nothing, but to someone it could mean everything. Have a lovely week. We shall see you virtually or in person very soon. Thanks for playing. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.